ask us to forgive. And I continue to speak and to ask you to forgive those who have hurt you. Without forgiveness, there is no repentance. And I will not be telling and speaking to you about forgiveness if it's not the will of God. And so find it in your heart to forgive those who have hurt you in one way or the other. God is not begging us to forgive those who have hurt us. He has commanded us to forgive. And so I continue to ask you to forgive yourself and to forgive God also. Oh, I committed abortion, Dr. Thompson, and Ntuba, and I don't know how I am going to be forgiven by God. God will take care of that. As Paul said, I did it in ignorance, and God forgave me. There are lots of things that you did in ignorance, and they are holding you down. They are holding you bound. And you need to forgive yourself, forgive society, forgive even your relatives. There are some of you who are suffering the effects. It is hard to forgive when we think that we know the truth. It is hard to forgive when we think that we have what it takes, to fight back. It is very, very hard. Let nobody. Yes, you can still forgive without restoring relationship. But for your own healing, for your own recovery, you got to forgive completely all those who have hurt you in one way or the other. Because if you don't do that, you will not be able to be released from the demonic holes of unforgiveness as a spirit. Unforgiveness is a spirit, and that spirit is looking for a way to destroy you. And if you don't forgive yourself, how do you expect God to forgive you? If you can't forgive yourself, how do you expect others to forgive you? And then there are those who have been forgiven and they are forgiving themselves, but they are also suffering the residual effects of unforgiveness. It's the spirit of guilt. He who the Son sets free is free indeed. Because the devil is trying to say, oh, but you look at you. Who told you that you can't be forgiven? Speak to that devil and say, you lying spirit. God has forgiven and has forgotten. And because God has forgiven and forgotten, you must also forgive. Forgive yourself. Self-forgiveness is very, very important. Because if you cannot forgive yourself, you will be held down by the spirit of guilt that will walk through the spirit of shame and related issues that will hold you down and destroy you. So you